How gorgeous is this palette? I'm going to be doing my eyes with this palette here that I just got. It is a Tartelette Fall Bloom by Tarte palette, and it has all these gorgeous colors. So I want to do this with no filter, no edits or anything, so that you can see the true beauty of this makeup. First of all, I've done my face makeup, my skin in the Saint makeup already, and I've primed my eyes. So I'm ready to go in with my eyebrow brush. And I'm going to start by going in with, I'm going to use this one here. This is just a nice neutral shade, and it is called Magnolia. Always tap off the excess, by the way, and you're just going to start by putting that over your lid. And I have primed all the way up to my eyebrow because that's where product is going to go. So go ahead and do this on both eyes. All right, next up, I'm going to go in with a little bit deeper of a color, but still kind of like in the middle. So this is going to be your transition shade. Taking my Saint eyebrow or eye shadow brush, the smaller end, I'm going to go into this one here. This one is called Renew. So you're really putting your brush into the shadow to coat it so that it's all over evenly, and then tapping it off to get the excess. You can see the little powder cloud come off. And then you're just gonna kind of tip your head back a little bit so that you can see where you're going. And you're just gonna start up here. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a V, a sideways V. Look ahead and make sure it goes up above your crease. This is a tip for hooded eyes, because when we close our eyes, you don't want the color to get lost in the lid, which is what happens when you have a hooded eye. So again, just do your sideways V, and then we're gonna blend it out a little bit. Always check your symmetry. You want it to be the same on both sides. So constantly relax your face, check that both sides are even, and then blend and fix it as needed. You really want to take your time here. It also helps to hold the brush down near the bottom because it gives a softer application. Whereas if you hold it like a pen, you're going to get those harsh lines and it's really going to pack it on. So if that's what you're wanting to achieve, go ahead and do that. But I always recommend going soft, and then you can work your way up and build on that. So I'm just going to do this until I get it perfect. You can flip it over, use the fluffier end to blend that out and just soften those edges. So let's take this up a notch. We're going to deepen it with a darker color on the outside here. So let's go in with, let's use this one. This one's really pretty. It's called Romance. Again, coating that brush, tapping off the excess, and we're just going to dab this on the outer V again. Both sides, and then blend that baby. And this just really adds depth to the eye. And the trick is all in the blending. So blend away until it is perfect and flawless. My favorite part is the sparkle, the glitter, the shimmer. There are a few options here. So I'm really torn between Sunflower, Lotus, oh my gosh, and this one is Cherry Blossom. I think I'm actually going to go with a new one. I haven't tried this. So this one is Sunflower. Look at this gold. And I like to use my finger when I'm doing this part because I find it just really is easier to precisely place on. Whereas a brush can kind of leave some fallout and leave your under eye area looking really shimmery. So to avoid that, I'm just using my index finger and patting that on, and then just kind of blending it with my finger here before I go in with a fluffy brush. So fluffy brush, and just blend that into the darker colors beside it. And then I'm going to use just what's left on my finger to put under the arch of my eyebrow. So don't forget to do your under eye as well. I'm going to take this really fine brush here, and I'm going to go into the Romance shade, which is the darker shade that we used up above, and I'm just going to go on the outer part of my lower lash line on both sides, and then I'm just going to use another brush to kind of smudge it out a little bit. Couple more steps and we're done. So taking a very fine tip brush here, going into the Magnolia, which is that first one that we used, And I'm just going to go into my inner corner here and down to meet the darker color. And this is just going to brighten up that inner corner. And I'm going to just take a little bit more and bring it up ever so slightly and then blend this out as well. Now I've got my NYX Jumbo White Liner. Just going to take that into the bottom line here, and this just really makes your eye open and pop. Look at that, such a difference. I love this little trick. My favorite gel liner, this is actually MAC Fluid Line. This is just the black color. I've got this very fine tip, and see how the brush kind of bends? It's so easy to apply with this brush. So I'm just gonna put that in there, wipe off any clumps or excess. And then I'm gonna start in the middle, right along the lash line, doing some little lines just to really make sure I get it right. And I'm just gonna stop at the corner. From there, I'm gonna start at the inner corner and attach it. Okay, and if you want a wing liner, what I would do is go from the bottom line and just go up, stop where you want it to, and then you're going to just connect these ones. Curling lashes time. This part always scares me, but with a little practice, it gets easier. So I get my lashes in there as close to the base as I can, give it a few squeezes, and then hold that last squeeze. Okay, no injuries, we're good. On to the next. Get in there as close to the base. A few squeezes and hold. And we have curly lashes. So next we can grab our mascara. I love the Benefit mascaras. Bad Gal is my favorite. This one I wanted to try in the mini. I love it almost just as much. It is the Roller Lash, and I love it because of this brush. It is fantastic at getting really close to the base. And when you do your mascara, you want to get underneath and wiggle it back and forth. Now, I just learned this trick. If you take your mascara and you get a flat brush like this, get it on your brush, it is so much easier to do your lower lashes. So much easier. It doesn't clump, it doesn't get everywhere, and it just puts the perfect amount on. I'm just gonna finish up my look with a little bit of Bella bronzer, just to give my face a little bit more color. I love this bronzer. I will never, ever love another bronzer as much as this. This is 10 out of 10, absolutely, by far, the best bronzer I have ever seen in my whole life. Ooh. Because look, it's cream and you can make mistakes like that. You can go down your neck, you can get it on your jaw and just fix it up. So easy. In love, that's the Bella bronzer by Saint. Grabbing this chandelier, this is an illuminator. This is the newest one that I got from Saint. Just applying it with my finger, just to get this little bit of a dewy glow. So Saint just released a balm called Solstice. I am totally ordering it, and it's supposed to give you a really nice dewy finish to put on the same places you would put illuminator, except it doesn't have any shimmer. So it's just so perfect for like a nice spring or summer type of glow that a lot of people want to go for. So you could use that in place of this. I am ordering it. I am so excited to check it out. And then to tie this look all together, we're gonna finish with a little bit of, let's go with Candy. I am loving this pink, and I think it just ties nicely into the whole spring kind of colors I have on my eyes, without it being too much. And then I really love Petal, and I'm just gonna pop that in the center, just for that little ombre effect. And there you have it. it, my spring look. Ah. Let me know what you think. If you want to be color matched, I'm happy to do that as well and give you any recommendations for your skin tone, for your needs, for covering up any sort of darkness, rosacea, blemishes, scarring, anything that you may have. Saint can do the job, and I'm happy to help with any makeup questions you have. Thanks, guys.